Okay, then examine your company's competition plan. It has been designed to reward you for making a certain level of sales of a certain variety of products and service. Your job is to maximize the compensation plan to make sure your activities are generating the very highest sales results for yourself and your company. Determine exactly how many dollars of sales and what particular mix of product or services you will have to sell to earn your desired annual amount for the coming year. You can determine the sales mix for the coming year as you get to them. So this is where we'll stop for our reading this morning. The last place we read here said strategic planning made easy. Essentials to effective strategic planning is breaking the entire process down into its constituent parts and then reassembling them into a smooth running effective strategic sales machine. So how you do this is to precisely analyze every aspect of your business, analyze every aspect of your company by answering the questions that has been brought up in this book. And what are those questions that have appeared throughout this chapter? When we read on company analysis, when we read about marketing analysis, there were questions here which he gave an example which you can ask as leaders in an organization. Ask about the company size, know the products and services that your company provides, know the markets that your company is into, know the kind of customers that you want to attract, or who are those people that patronize your product and services in the market. Where do you want your company to be in the future, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. So all these are examples of questions which this chapter has actually provided for us for a smooth running and for a smooth running business or an organization or as a company. So once you've answered all these questions, once you've gotten an answer to all these questions, what makes you realize that your company is actually ready to go further. Your company is actually ready to propel, especially in sales and in other aspects. Remember, you can also apply this strategy or apply this blueprint in your personal life. It also gives us a model which we can use. And the simplest strategic planning approach is the GOSPA model, which stands for goals, objectives, strategies, plans, and activities. In the beginning of this chapter, in chapter 2, I guess, this book has actually told us that it is important to set goals, and these goals must be written down. These goals must be intentional. They must be purposeful. Most times, when you don't write down your goals, you may not know how to go about it. There will be no plans, no blueprints, or no strategies to follow on all these goals. So once you're having goals, you must have an objective. You must be determined to accomplish what you want to do. It has also taught us that you should also try to imagine, propel yourself into 4 years time and feel how you will feel when all these things happen. So here, the last place we read was actually defining goals. You say your goals can be long term. That means your goals have to be specific. Your goals can be long term, it can be short term, it can be mid term. So goals can be measurable. Goals can be time bound. It can be targets, things that you're aiming to accomplish in life. So as a salesperson, you have to have a specific level of you have to have a specific goal and the level where you want to attain when it comes to sales. You have to give yourself a period, a year, or whatever time you want to, that will be able, that you know that you'll be able to accomplish all these goals that you have set as a salesperson and as a business person. So where we started from this morning, increasing your returns on energy. Remember, we're looking at the farmer's concept, how you look upon your sales territory, or how you look upon your company as with the farmer concept, farmer's concept way. We talked about cultivating, we talked about preparing, we talked about planning. And when we read today, said seeding. Seeding your market is equivalent to the sales presentation, where you demonstrate conclusively to your prospect that your product or service can be the best choice or solution to his or her problem. It's just like prescribing or telling your prospects or your customers that this is this is the kind of product or services that can actually solve your prospects. Remember, like he told us as salespeople in chapter 2 that you have to look at your prospect or your customers like a doctor, prescribing drugs for them, asking them, knowing where their pain point is, and asking them what to do. So seeding is where you actually plant and demonstrate and present your sales or present your products well to your customers. Then watering your market can refer to providing testimonials. This is where you provide testimonials, assurance, your guarantee, your warranty, that okay, this is what you get for purchasing my product, or this is what you get for using my services. This is the watering part. Then fertilizing your market refers to sending your products into a large organization or getting them to attest to the efficacy of what you sell to other prospects or customers. This is where referral comes in. Once you've done this, sold your products well or your services well to a prospect or a customer, they tend to refer you if they've had a good experience with your product and your services. Then we talked about weeding. That is keeping your competitors out of the same accounts, not letting your competitors, know what you're doing or being ahead of your competitors. So you grow and develop your market by continuous new business development. You keep selling, you keep prospecting, you try to retain the old customers which you've had. You try to retain or build on the relationships which you've had with your old customers. That is continuous harvesting, which requires maintaining an excellent customer relationship and taking special care of the relationship which you have with your customers and your products through your product and services. So this is where we'll stop for our reading today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Which, what were you saying?